I came here in 1968 when it was the preparatory school of the New England Conservatory, and I was a faculty member, trumpet teacher, brass teacher, and it became an independent school in 1970, and I was fortunate to be given the opportunity to put my hand on the steering wheel as president, because the New England Conservatory had a number of preparatory schools, and the college ran into financial difficulty. So they just were going to let them go away, and they were hoping they'd go away quietly. And a group of parents from the South Shore, this school, got together and wanted to have an evening and to see if there were any ideas, and invited the faculty to come, and I was the only faculty member that showed up. I can't tell you why I showed up, but I did. And so I got up and talked about what the sense of community is and the difference between a preparatory school and a community school. And that sort of sparked a few people, including Jane Carr and a few others, to invite me back to someone's home and explain a little bit more about that.
Probably in 1969, my daughter was taking piano lessons, and the piano we had at home was a baby grand in a fairly small room. And she whined and said, this piano's too big. And I had been given an upright Steinway by my aunt. And I thought, well, that's fine, but what do I do with the baby grand? So I called the New England Conservatory satellite in Hingham and said, would you like the loan of a baby grand Steinway? They said yes, they would take care of moving it. They actually had to put an extra beam in the building to support it. And as a thank you, they gave me a concert played by Darrell Rosenberg, whom I remember to this day. And it was about 3 months later that they said, the New England Conservatory said they were going to close their satellite. And, by then I was really into this. I thought this was really wonderful. And Paul Jones from Cohasset and 5 of us got together. I didn't know what was happening, except they knew that they thought that this was an institution that needed to continue. And so they found lawyers, and they filed for a 501c3, and they created a board and bylaws, and we were off. When we incorporated, we took over the facility that New England Conservatory had used. They left all their materials for us, files, pianos, whatever, for $1. We retained 4 of their faculty, and Jim, the new executive director, hired new faculty whom he knew from playing with the Boston Ballet and the Pops, the Boston Symphony. And it was amazing because the transportation out here was not good, but these dedicated teachers made it work. We interviewed 3 candidates for executive director, and there was no question that Jim was the one that had that inspiration that this could really be something. He went in to do research into community music schools and how we could be a member of the guild and how much help they could give us, which they did.
When it was a preparatory school, it was designed to distill out the most talented students from the community. The community never embraced them because they were interlopers. They were from someplace else in their community and taking the most talented and bringing them out of the community. So the whole sense of community school for the arts is its value stays in the community. Owners, stakeholders are in the community, and that has the best chance for any organization when you start with that, of building on it and having many years of success.
The New England Conservatory was in the parish house of the Old Ship Church. So when we incorporated, we stayed in that facility until we were lucky enough to move up here into what was called Cedar Hill.
The biggest challenge was getting through the first year. A trustee named Paul Jones, who was among the first group of people that helped inaugurate the school. And he opened up a bank account, and he put $1,000 of his own money in it. And he said, this is your stake, don't lose it.